guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. We are in the beautiful Calabrian hill town of Santa Domenica Talao today. And as you know from watching the channel, it is a stunning hill town with beautiful local people. Really a lovely place to be. And we are excited to announce that we are selling our beautiful B&B that we had set up as Casa Cristina. Now, when we met with Antonello and when we started with Casa Cristina, it was a ruin. It was a crumbly ruin, and we went through hands-on with Antonello, our architect, with Salvatore, our builder, and we put in very special treatments, very special details and things like that that you're not going to find anywhere else. This is a gorgeous 3-bedroom, possibly plus one. Each bedroom has a bathroom, and there's another bathroom up at the top to serve the terrace. We're going to give you a tour of this beautiful place, and I'm going to point out all of the details because honestly, you're not going to find anything like this anywhere in Italy. Hi guys, come on in. Welcome to Casa Cristina. I wanted to point out the first features that you see when you come in the door, which is actually the door. Now, if you look at this door from top to bottom, you would think it was probably a very old door that was refinished or whatever, but it's not. It's brand new, and it was made custom for us with our friends at Ego Labs in Papasidro. It is pure solid chestnut, and as you can see by the metal and bronze, the knocker and all of the hardware on it, it's made in the old way, and actually it can open up very wide so you can get big sofas in here if you want to. But they used stuff that looked old, very traditional stuff. Another beautiful feature about this house I wanted to show you is this custom painted tile mural that we had done by our friend Romeo Cuomo in Vietre sul Mare. They do custom ceramics, and we have many pieces of their ceramics, of course. And we ordered this custom mural because this used to be a little spigot. There was a spigot behind here, and there was a cistern that collected rainwater up above, and then it would come down through the spigot. But of course, we have modern plumbing, and we don't need that. So we decided to take and put in this beautiful piece of wood up above and frame this gorgeous tile mural that we had painted down there. It's absolutely stunning, and it looks a little bit like a window maybe. I love that. And we left the sill a little bit rough because it looks beautiful like that. This is one of my favorite pieces in the whole house. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, so as you come into Casa Cristina, you're going to see so many beautiful details that I'm going to point out to you. First of all, there's a very generous living room, dining room area here. And we wanted to give a feeling of separation without real separation, so we put these beautiful arches in, and Salvatore had salvaged these handmade bricks from some other project, cleaned them up, and made these gorgeous arches out of them. It's absolutely stunning. He did the same thing on the entrance to the hallway there. We have this beautiful herringbone pattern faux wood tile here, very easy to maintain, very easy to keep clean. And we've got these gorgeous finishes, which really give the place a super high-end feeling. Now, what I would do, since the place is set up as a B&B, there's a table in here that you don't really need. I would take that table out. If you wanted this to be a house, you could put in some comfy seating around the area there. I would take that cristalliera out from there and probably put it over in the corner. It just makes more sense over there. And the kitchen could be expanded if you want to, and a different dining table, various different ways of doing it. But the space itself is very generous. You could do a lot with it. Now, one thing I wanted to point out about the heating and air conditioning, again, it's very high-end, it's top-of-the-line heating and cooling that we can find here in Italy. And each floor has its own thermostat. So if you're up on, in bed at night, you don't have to heat the whole area or cool the whole area. I will say this place stays very warm once you heat it, and it also stays very cool in summer. It's really nice that way, super well insulated. Okay, and I wanted to point out that this is actually a brand new kitchen. We went to Brigante and had Nancy do a beautiful custom kitchen for this space. And it has everything you need here. Of course, they have the Italian rack drying, which I love because you never have to have stuff out on your counter. It makes a really clean look. And we chose these beautiful tiles and had our friend put them in. They're absolutely gorgeous. It's a little hat tip to the Amalfitana theme, which in Scalea, in all of the areas along the coast, it's very big. So we thought, let's bring it up here because the views of the sea up here, as you can see, are absolutely stunning. And this kind of reminds you a little bit that you're not that far from the Amalfi Coast. Okay, we're in the hallway and I want to show you a couple more features. Now we're right off of the living room, dining room area, and we have this beautiful wide hallway, but I wanted to point out the staircase. I mean, as I said, when we bought this place, it was a crumbling ruin. So Antonello took me down to the Marmista, which is the marble stone cutter, and we ordered this staircase, and he cut the marble absolutely perfectly to fit this space and to fit these stairs. It's absolutely gorgeous. Pure marble, top of the line, really, really beautiful. Come, I'm going to show you the pink room now. Okay, and now we're in the pink room here, which is right off, the living dining room area. We're coming off the street and you can come right in here. So if you have mobility issues, you could use this as a bedroom perfectly. And we did use it as a bedroom because we had it as a B&B and we rented it out. However, if you wanted to, you could just take out these beds and put in a beautiful sofa. There's a TV already there, and make space with so much light, gorgeous views of the mountains. I mean, I can't even imagine how wonderful it would be to be sitting here working on your computer or just enjoying a television show and looking out and seeing those beautiful mountains and the sea. Now the bathroom is set up for those with mobility issues because that was required by law. However, that can be changed out if you don't like it. I personally like it. It's very functional because I have mobility issues, but not everybody does, and it's a simple thing to swap that out. Okay, now I want to show you the pièce de résistance here, which is the terrace, which is really what sold us on this property in the first place. It's a stunning terrace with huge, beautiful views of the mountains and the sea. Now, I want to point out some very special features about this place that you're not going to find in other houses generally. First of all, the edgings on the top of the wall are made from stona della zona, which is stone from the area. This is what is usually used for balconies and things like that. It's a very high quality stone, a very beautiful stone. Many times you see that cheap looking coping, but here you have this beautiful stone and it makes a beautiful high-end appearance. In addition, we have an awning that goes all the way out. It is made to measure and it's pretty new. I think we bought it last year. And the patio furniture comes with it if you want it. So there you go, guys. Okay, we're at the top of our beautiful marble staircase here. You can see that the ceiling, the solai, is just beautiful beamed construction, just like we like here. It's very typical of the region. Gorgeous stuff. Now I'm going to show you the mansarda room and the bathroom. The mansarda room we're using as storage right now, but you could set it up as an overflow guest bedroom. There's actually heating and air conditioning in there already, so it's already set up. Now, before we go into the bathroom and the mansarda up here, I wanted to show you something. Now, this was part of the original wall, and when I came up here when Salvatore was building, I said, "Oh, that's pretty, Salvatore. Can you do something with it? Leave it showing." He's like, "No, brutto, brutto." I mean, yeah, brutto for you, but for us Americans, it's pretty cool. So I said, "Can you make it look like a painting?" And he did. He made this little cutout here and left exposed this beautiful part of the wall that was actually made with roof tiles. I mean, back in the day, they used whatever they had for the walls, and this was roof tiles, and I really, really like how it looks. So I had him light it up and actually leave it as something that looks like a painting. Okay, here's the bathroom up that serves the terrace, and it also serves the little bedroom next door. It's a full bath. There's a big, beautiful built-in shower here, and of course, all the tiles that we just love that we used for Casa Cristina, and we actually use them in several houses because I just love them. This little wavy pattern, beautiful neutral stone look, and these little mensole, these little shelves, are made from marble, and they're made to order. So these are custom-made shelves, and they're in every bathroom. In addition, every bathroom has one of these towel heaters, and it actually gives you heat for the bathroom as well. It's a nice place to hang your towel because many times in a moist environment, your towels don't dry. But if you put them on this little towel rack here, they dry very quickly. Now, you can see that the toilets and bidet, all brand new. Everything is brand new. All the windows, all the doors, and in fact, I want to pull your attention to the doors here. Each one of these interior doors was made to order by Hermano at Ego Labs in Papasidro. Each one was individually handmade from pure chestnut. So you've got some really high quality finishes in here. And as you can see, the solai on the ceiling is again the beam and travi, I forget what it is in English, but you can see what it looks like. It's a beautifully, beautifully structured place, and there's really nothing like it anywhere else. And here we are in the mansarda room. Now, of course, we're using this as storage because it's a beautiful storage space. But as you can see, it has heating and air conditioning. There's plenty of room for a bed in here. You would just have to watch your head if you're very tall. In addition, I had Salvatore do another one of those little painting things with the roof tiles because I think it's so pretty. Now, one thing I want to point out is all the doors and windows are brand new. They're high quality aluminum finto legno, which means fake wood. They look like wood, but they're really made for this kind of climate. Here in Calabria, it's very moist. And there's a lot of wind and a lot of weather, so these ones are made to withstand all of that. They're going to last for a very long time, much longer than wood, but they're still beautiful. In addition, we have these little metal, I guess you call them grids, but they're much more decorative than that. They're a decorative situation which helps keep anybody from falling out. The windows do close very tightly, but if you have kids, definitely that's a plus. So all of these things are handmade. One thing I want to say about the railings, in the balconies and the staircases, we used the existing railings, they just added to them. So it still has the same beauty and culture from when it was originally made, but we added a little bit to make it go throughout the house and even for the balconies outside, and you'll see those in a minute. And here we are in my favorite room, it's the green room. We call it the green room because it's green. And what we had was, we had Antonello put in some very special touches, and you can see that the wall behind the bed here is actually the old wall, exposed, and framed beautifully and finished, so it's actually part of the wall. It's a beautiful, beautiful touch. In addition, the painter put in these beautiful little flourishes in the ceiling that you can see. It's a lovely, lovely touch. Beautifully painted, and of course the medallions up there with the beautiful lamps and everything else. This is a huge room. It's got the best balcony of all the rooms, and it comes furnished with a beautiful armario, perfect heating and cooling system. This is one of the top of the line heating and cooling systems that you can actually get. Very efficient, heats and cools immediately when you turn it on. It's very, very good. Now the bathroom we have is just like the other bathroom, but we'll take a look. Everything's brand new in it, the same tile and everything else. Everything in Casa Cristina matches everything else because that's how we designed it. Now let's take a look at this beautiful balcony. And I want to show you these top of the line windows. I talked a little bit about them. They're aluminum, but they look like wood and they're very beautiful. What I like about them is you can open them all the way like this and of course walk out. And then if you just want a little air, they open up at the top. And this is great for when you want to keep the humidity out. And sometimes we leave it like that with the shutters closed so that the air can freely circulate. It's a really nice feature and I just love it. Let's look at this beautiful balcony and its beautiful view. Okay, and I wanted to show you these railings on the balcony because we did salvage the old balcony railings and we added to them, but they still retain the culture from when this place was built, which was back in the 1800s. These were the original railings and we kept them and added to them. They're absolutely gorgeous. And Antonello and all of his guys did a spectacular job. You can see in all the details, even on the railings here. In addition, the balconies are made with stone from the zona, which is that beautiful stone that comes from right outside of Santa Domenica Talao, and is used to make all of the windowsills and things like that that you find in the really high-end and high-quality places. A lot of these balconies you'll see are tile, you know, they're created with whatever and tile, but these are actually stone. And you don't see that a lot in a lot of these renovations in houses. But when we renovated this place, we went completely top of the line, and you're going to see it as we go through. And here we are in the blue room. This is another very big room, and this room overlooks the street. However, in the bathroom, there's a little balcony outside that you can go out and see the hills and whatnot, so you can take your coffee out there and enjoy that if you like. This is probably one of the biggest rooms in the whole place. Very comfortable, very beautiful, and a really cool little feature here is that Antonello, of course, because we have that beautiful arch out front, he had to raise this up a little bit, and it kind of made it for an awkward step. So he made a little staircase, a teeny tiny staircase going up. But look at the stone that he used. He made this really shiny, I don't remember it's marble, I think it is a dark green marble that we got made custom at the Maramista. The Maramista has done so much for Casa Cristina. Every little windowsill, everything is either stone or marble. All of the shelves in the bathroom were custom made, cut marble, very, very beautiful. And outside, the capitals are pure marble too, and they were made to order as well. Everything that was done in this place is very high end. So take a look at this room. Okay, so there you go, guys. If you're looking for a turnkey house in Italy, renovated to the highest possible standards, spectacular views, and the best location ever, this is the house for you.